Thragg versus Blue Beetle. We've already seen Tech Jacket going up against a Viltrumite, which he did alright. But what would happen if we have someone similar to Tech Jacket going up against a high tier Viltrumite like Thragg? Blue Beetle. Now originally I was going to have Iron Man going up against Thragg, but the more I think about it, nah, that fight is a one-sided beatdown. I just think Iron Man is too strong, too tough, and too fast. And has so many abilities that can counter a Viltrumite that it's just not even funny.
Sonic disruptors, adapted for my Arctic armor!
So I decided to look at DC, and Blue Beetle is the first character that came to mind. Someone who is Iron Man-like, but at the same time, also more on the rookie side. Alright, let's get to it. I'll be starting with Thragg since he's the easiest to scale. Their AP, their speed, and their durability. Keep in mind that not every Viltrumite scales the same to each other. You got your higher tiers like Thragg, and below him you got characters like Omni-Man, Conquest, and Anissa, and Mark. Now when it comes to AP, 3 Viltrumites were able to punch through a planet that was stated to be unstable, and survive the explosion after punching that planet, making 1 Viltrumite moon level or small planetary. When it comes to Thragg, he should be scaled a lot higher considering he bodied Omni-Man like 2 to 3 times and tanked punches from Mark. But that's the comic version. The TV show version, Omni-Man was stated he moved an asteroid the size of Texas. But probably his best feat, or statement I should say, is that he moved someone's planet closer to the sun.
It happens when you move someone's planet closer to their sun.
And Thragg should be way above that, judging by his fights against Omni-Man and Invincible. I also forgot Omni-Man was able to no-sell a gravitational pull of a black hole. He wasn't inside the black hole, he was near it, which is still a good feat. As for durability, it took time for the sun to kill Thragg, although being on the surface of the sun was enough to burn their skin. And of course, Mark can take nukes, just so you know. And when it comes to speed, Viltrumites can already fly faster than light. Omni-Man capable of traveling to a galaxy 65 million light years away in just a week, equating to speeds around 3 billion times the speed of light. And Alan the Alien is able to fight at these speeds in combat, which is impressive considering Viltrumites were able to fight Alan the Alien in hand-to-hand combat. And Thragg should scale a little bit higher in terms of combat speed. Oh, and when it comes to stamina and endurance, Thragg was able to fight Battle Beast for several days. And that's the top tier Viltrumite. When it comes to Invincible, who has tanked a nuke before without any signs of injury, not even his suit was damaged. And when it comes to weaknesses, the Viltrumite skin, even the top tier ones, can be harmed by being at the surface of the sun, and if they go inside into the core of the sun, they would definitely die. And even though Viltrumites are very tough, their insides are not. Meaning you can throw a small grenade or small bomb into their mouths, and they'll die once that bomb is exploded. Oh, and they're vulnerable to a high frequency sound waves. And that's Thragg for you. Yeah, the show definitely buffed the Viltrumites up, especially this episode where Omni-Man and Alan the Alien were fighting off these creatures. I forgot what they're called. And let's not forget the moment where Thragg was airbending and punched Omni-Man to orbit. Like, what the fuck? That did not happen in the comic at all. Which, honestly, that's a good thing. Now let's move over to DC, Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle. And even though Tech Jacket was the one that appeared first, Jaime has way more feats than Tech Jacket. When it comes to strength, he can hold apart Gigantus Fist, who has fought Wonder Woman and Wonder Girl, and we all know that Diana is a powerhouse in the DC universe. And the armor has multiple different modes, such as Strength Mode, giving him a physical buff, or Speed Mode, which reminds me of that one alien from Ben 10. And Jaime does have another form that boosts his strength even more, but we'll come back to that. And when it comes to speed, the Scarab has traveled faster than light. Wonder Girl has even said Blue Beetle is fast. Even land a shot at Supergirl. Can react to Guy Gardner, a Green Lantern who can fight on par with characters like Jay Garrick, Flash. And he has been shown that he can dodge faster than time. Now this could be hyperbolic, but if this isn't, this is a really good speed feat for Jaime. And when it comes to Blue Beetle's durability, he was able to take a beating from a serious Guy Gardner, a Green Lantern, is unharmed by falling from orbit, And he'd take an absolute beating from a character named Dynasties, whose her whole shtick is strength. And she's able to match strength of Shazam. And has even punched through Jessica Cruz's constructs. The same character with 2% of her power is able to punch Darkseid and make him bleed. And her constructs are able to protect herself from a phantom ring fall through. Now let's get into the juiciest parts, which is his hacks and abilities. Jaime Reyes can create any weapon he can think of: shields, force field, blades, hammers, cannons that can cause this big explosion, releases these scarab drones that can cause an electric discharge to this character. He can make portals to teleport, energy attacks. If Blue Beetle is fighting a character he never met before, this suit is able to adapt and make a countermeasure for them. If someone tries to remove the scarab off of Jaime, it's able to make a defensive area barrier to protect itself. But if you remove Jaime's soul or kill Jaime, all that's gonna do is amp the scarab to a Dr. Fate level threat. And let me tell you, he can actually put in the work. With all that being said, who do I think would win? Now from the surface, I know Jaime's more physical feats are not as cool as someone like Thragg's, but I want you guys to look at it this way. The way how DC scales is so much higher than how Invincible scales. Going by durability, Thragg was unfazed by a punch from Invincible, but then later in the comics, when Eve brought Mark back and made him stronger, he can definitely throw hands with Thragg, and he did a lot better than his father. And at that time, Mark should scale above when he, Thaddeus, and Omni-Man punched through an unstable planet. But Blue Beetle? He tank hits from a character who can match those of Shazam. And Shazam has the strength of Hercules. And guess what? While both her and Shazam were clashing, both of them were holding back, meaning they're both equal. And when it comes to strength, he can hold apart Giganta's fists, and Giganta has fought Wonder Woman. And when it comes to speed, both characters can fly faster than light and react faster than light. But Jaime has shown that he can dodge faster than time, which is something that has not been shown in Invincible. But probably the biggest game changer is Jaime's hacks and abilities. Energy attacks, teleportation, can analyze countermeasures if he's fighting a character he's never met before. Meaning Blue Beetle can make weapons that can harm Viltrumites, like frequency sounds, or just put a bomb inside a Viltrumite. But even if you don't want to believe any of that, and just say Thragg can just squash Jaime like a bug, he still has the scarab to worry about. And it's been shown, if Jaime's soul gets removed, or if Jaime has been killed, all that's gonna do is amp the scarab, making it into a Dr. Fate level threat. And the scarab can fight Dr. Fate, even breaking free from his magic. Rips his helmet off and destroyed it. And I mean, he crushed it. And let me tell you, there isn't that many characters that can break Dr. Fate's helmet. And Blue Beetle is one of the few characters. And if I remember correctly, I think the helmet is made out of nth metal, which is magic. I could be wrong there. Blue Beetle, if he lets loose, he really is a Dr. Fate level threat. And even at his base, he has all these weapons that can be used against Viltrumites. The durability advantage, the speed advantage. And I forgot to mention, there was even a statement where Blue Beetle has said that he believes that he can destroy the planet. Now, obviously, we didn't see that because, well, Blue Beetle is a hero, and destroying a planet just for the sake of destroying a planet is not really a hero thing to do. But if he lets loose, and if he really wants to, I think he could. I'm betting all my money on Blue Beetle. So with that being said, the winner is Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle. Now, the only way I can see Thragg possibly maybe get the W is if you use crossovers like Omni-Man fighting Supreme, Mark fighting Spawn, which those can easily be seen as outliers because how stupid overpowered Supreme and Spawn are, and Omni-Man and Mark have never shown a feat like that in their own stories. But if we're allowed to use those feats from crossovers, maybe that you can make an argument of Thragg possibly beating Blue Beetle. But if we're only looking at the Viltrumites' feats in their own stories, in their own Invincible comics, I'm giving this to Blue Beetle. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hype the video up if you're on mobile, and that's about it. Peace.